welcome to the Late to Work podcast. I'm Tim Diamond. We also got Wild, and we got regular old Diamond here as well as a special guest. How's it feel to guest on your own podcast, Diamond?
Well, I'm just checking in as the pod manager, but I'm also running late to the airport right now. So,
Can you give us a status update, your ETA, a little details, challenges you faced this morning?
so we're gonna have an hour and a half drive into Boston. We have to hope for no traffic, get the rental car back to the airport, and then get in, obviously into my terminal. I don't really know the airport very well. So all things considered, I'm only really giving myself maybe an hour and a half to get through security and find it. So not getting to the airport as early as most people would recommend, considering I'm an hour and a half from it with a rental car.
Jeez,
I'm
now
gonna say I'm 30 over.
do you know if the rental car drop off is near the terminal, or are we talking about a shuttle situation?
There's gonna be a shuttle.
Okay. Now that's a big question mark as far as crunching the time numbers this morning.
Yeah, and I didn't even think of that. So,
Jeez.
what about you, Wild? What's your ETA?
Well, I appreciate, like a good manager, you're leading by example. You're clearly going to be very late to the airport. This is good. I'm doing my usual 5 over, and I hope it's 5 and no more than that. We'll see what happens. The boss is going to be back in today. My boss was not there yesterday. It was all a ruse. Also, the dressing up was for naught because the big wig didn't even show up. But now it's day 2.
Ooh.
Day
Classic.
2 of they pulled this shit the last time too.
Classic.
It's like all week. It's like put your nice clothes on, and then the fucker's gonna show up on Friday for 5 minutes. So we'll see what happens. But I'm on the way.
And those dress shoes, those leather dress shoes, those are like pressure cookers for your feet. I'll tell you, after a full day of work and a pair of those, my feet smell terrible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, one and done on the dress shoes. I already switched back to the sneakers.
Good.
But we have the nice pants on.
Are you at the point where you have a 5 over commitment? You're calling it your usual 5 over. I think you've committed to the audience.
I guess I've committed with myself that I'm 5 over.
Because the airport's supposed to have the 2 hour under commitment, right?
I'd say
That's
2
what
to
they
3
say.
is safe. Yeah, depending on what airport you are and how busy you expect it to be.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm 30 over to the 2 hour under commitment.
Great. You signed a contract with the airport when you got those tickets.
Yeah.
2 hours under. Come on.
The last airport trip sucked. Well, one thing I don't think I mentioned to you guys is that I paid to sleep in the napping facility at the airport. You guys familiar with this?
Oh my God.
You paid to take a nap?
So, yeah, I recorded the emergency pod from the massage chair, and I had 4 hours left, and Sydney hadn't slept. And I was like, oh, shit, there's like this like stupid room that you can go rent in one of the terminals where they give you like a nap time box.
Mm.
So I was like, fuck it, let's go. It's $50 an hour. So let's go in the same room, which I thought was interesting because then I'm like, what do people do in this room?
Ooh, yeah.
But at first she was really opposed to the idea, but she ended up getting a nice snooze in. So I think it was helpful. But $50 an hour.
50? Wait, $50 an hour?
Incredible.
Are you fucking kidding?
I wish.
Now, here's a question for you, Diamond. Given the difficulties you had with your 6 a.m. flight, are you planning to schedule flights that early in the future?
Only for myself, never for anyone else. Because I like it. Like, I'll sleep 3 hours and then I'll sleep another 3 on the plane and I'll be fine.
Yeah.
It certainly seems like any money you saved on your early flight flew right out of your wallet as soon as you got to the airport.
Yeah, no. Yeah, within about 20 minutes. Within about 20 minutes, I was $400 over the $200.
You spend half your money on the nap box.
Yeah, this is a mess.
Oh my God. Well, good. We're all here. Look at this.
Well, Wild, I was gonna ask you if you've got any summer plans for this summer.
The only plans I got is seeing you two hogs at Hog School.
It's cool. All right.
But hold on. Wait, Tim Diamond, Ringus Dingus.
Yep.
Can you tell us a little something about putting in your notice yesterday?
Sure. I guess we can come back to the topic of summer vacations and fun activities. I was just reminded of summer activities because of the tragic conditions that Diamond is now living in at the airport. All right, so putting in my 2 weeks. I went into the office yesterday, was catching up a little bit on some work after a long weekend, and had my normal one-on-one meeting with my boss. Go into the conference room, and he's kind of he started about 5 months ago, and he's still kind of shell shocked by how big of a disaster some of the stuff at my job is. So usually he likes to complain to me because I love complaining. I love hearing others complain, and I love complaining myself. And he kind of starts complaining to me, and I kind of wait for a pause, and I say, well, hopefully this doesn't add to the misery around here. I've accepted a new position, and I am putting in my 2 weeks. And he like kind of stops, and he's like, oh, well, congratulations, like I'm really happy for you. And he basically told me that if I were to accept a counteroffer and stick around, he would be really mad at me. So
Whoa.
So he's telling me like, get out of here. You gotta go. I'm really happy you found a new opportunity. It's time for you to move on, basically, is what he's telling me. So that kind of felt good. I mean, I don't really have a backup person. My junior backup person left at the beginning of this month to go somewhere else. So I feel like I have all this knowledge that I'm just going to be kind of walking out the door with. I can document as much of it as I can, but it's not really the same to like leave a Word document as it is to like actually show somebody the ropes and like
Yeah.
make sure they kind of know what they're doing. But that's an organizational problem. That's not my fault.
Yeah.
They haven't replaced this guy. And so I'd say it went about as good as it could. I then went back to my desk and kind of started writing down a list of all of my responsibilities, day to day, weekly, monthly stuff, all of that. So I've prepared that, I've sent it off, and what I'm really most looking forward to is I've kind of bundled in about 3 or so weeks off in between this job and the next one. So
Nice.
I'm really looking forward to that nice break in between.
Nice, man. Got a little mini summer vacay.
Yes, and as soon as the news kind of spread around the team, another person on my team came up to me and was like, I knew it was coming, like, congratulations, like you seemed like you weren't having a good time here. And I was like
Yeah.
yeah, I know. I was like, and I told her, like, I feel bad leaving you guys because I really like working with all of you. If I could pick all of you out of this office and like just move us somewhere else, I would, because I like all of you and I've had a good time working with all of you. But the situation here is just not great, basically.
Yeah.
So I have a question.
Yes.
Did they talk to you about doing an exit interview?
Not yet. I don't know if word has trickled to HR. I sent my official email to my boss, but I don't know if he's followed up with HR yet. I assume they'll reach out to me today. I believe that the guy who I mentioned who left at the beginning of this month, that he did an exit interview. So I assume that one is coming.
Okay. Yeah, I've done a few exit interviews, so I've conducted oodles and oodles of them, but I have given a few. In my most recent one, the HR person was like, we really care about your feedback. You had a lot of visibility into the organization. So just be really transparent. And I was like, okay, and I just like I had a checklist of shit I was gonna go down of like what was fucked up, and
Yeah.
I got to point like 2 out of 8, and she's like, okay, so I think I have enough.
Oh my God.
So I think it was all horseshit at the end of the day. I think she was yanking my chain because I did
Yeah.
not get to fully express everything that made me leave. But let's
Yeah.
see if they let you and if they actually care. I encourage you to hammer them.
I'm wondering if I should be blisteringly honest or if I should just answer in very politically correct kind of, well, I just need a new place to go grow and
I
hone
think you
my
should tell
skills.
them that they need to torch that one department that gives you trouble. Like just lay it
Yeah, the
up.
whole IT department,
Yeah.
the most important department in the business that also functions like the least well. Yeah. Well, I've considered it. I mean, I basically prepared a laundry list of loose ends slash projects slash just unresolvable items for my boss. So
Is this list just like a bunch of names that you're going to systematically cross off?
no, it's not that bad, but
Not that type of list.
it's not that type of place. I've done what I could. I did my part. When I'm at work and I find out that a tool that we have set up isn't working properly, or some reports don't really accurately reflect the reality. Something automated that somebody was reviewing and just said report looks fine, everything's great, and then you find out that what goes into the report and the data behind it is garbage. You try to
Garbage in, garbage out.
Yes, and you try to raise that to management, and you try to get people to fix it or participate in a project to kind of get this remediated, and all you get the whole time is pushback. That's when you know you got to get out of a place.
Yep. Wow.
So I've learned a lot here, but I'm not sad to see it go. It's time for me to move on.
Yeah. I love how everybody is so happy for you. They're like, congratulations, man. Like they're
Yeah,
happy for you. And it also sounds like your suffering was visible to the others.
it certainly sounds that way. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I would. I have a weekly meeting with another department where I'm supposed to be pointing out issues and working with them to fix things. I'd say things sometimes on that call, and then there would just be crickets on the other line, and I like, and sometimes I would literally say, "Hey, is anybody listening? Like, is anybody there?" Like, just outrageous shit. Nobody even pretending that they're paying attention to what we're doing. And that's part of what I told my boss too was, I'm working here, I'm trying to do a good job. It doesn't really seem like we're being taken seriously by the other departments that need to make the changes that we're suggesting. So I think I'm just going to let them do whatever they want, and my efforts are much better used somewhere else.
Yep.
Is what I told him, and he was like, it's really hard to argue with you there, is what he told me.
Yeah. Sounds fair.
So that's my story. So it was a little nerve-wracking to go in there, but I went in, I did it, and the feedback I received was fairly positive. Everybody seems to think I'm doing the right thing. So
good. Nice. I kind of want to hear a little more from Big Dog Diamond about his trip. If I don't know if he wants to share.
No, I mean I'm gonna hang on to trip details until
Okay.
I'm back into the fold.
let's get it. Can we get a connect the dots little progress report? Where along in your travel timeline are you right now?
Okay, so this is like the vacationing is over.
The fun is over.
It's a bummer, but like we vacationed from basically Saturday-ish to today, which is today's Wednesday morning.
Mhm.
And we're flying to Syracuse, driving an hour and a half in a different rental car to my mom's house. So it's gonna be total 3 hours in the car, and then all the different stuff at the airport. Obviously, Boston to Syracuse isn't a long flight, but uh, gonna have a bunch of people over at my mom's little cabin on a lake, and we're gonna do memorial for my cousin, and then Thursday, grandma's funeral. I'm doing the eulogy, so I've been
Wow.
cranking away on that. And then Friday we fly back. I get Jake and back to normal life. This is the funeral centric part of the anniversary trip.
Wow. I think it's interesting how apt your memorial vacation is.
Hey,
Yeah, all these memorials you got.
All these funerals and vacations. I did the wedding funeral weekend. Diamond's doing the vacation funeral weekend. It seems very popular right now to tie your fun activity to a funeral.
Yeah, yeah.
so yeah, no, we're tying in the funeral with our fun activities. It being Memorial Day ended up being an important factor to the story that I hadn't really considered. But that's just a teaser for next week.
Ooh, nice. That's good. I like it. Yeah.
You need to tell me some shit. Reno
Well.
asked you a question. We all want to hear from you.
Oh,
People
sorry. Yeah.
asked for a wild solo pod, and you're giving
I.
us dick.
Bring us into the portal of your mind, please.
Oh. Yeah. I don't have it right now. I know I've been dodgy.
This guy's
There's
spent.
nothing in there.
No, I'm trying to think like what's a good. You got it. I know you asked me about summer things. There was something I was noodling about, like plans or something with H that I was chewing on. Shoot, say something and or ask me something specific because my brain is running on fumes right now.
Like, can you tell me why your brain is running on fumes right now?
There we go.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't have a well. First off, this is nice. I'll just say, not to cop out, but being with you two guys on the pod is cool because I get to just kind of sit back and listen for a bit, which is really nice.
This guy is checked out.
You
He's
got to
like, I
give
wasn't
that to me.
expecting my manager to be here today, so
Yeah, he's got his nice pants and shoes on, but he didn't really expect you to show up and inspect him.
It's just nice being here. I gotta be honest.
I need to show up to Glenn's office for 5 minutes on Friday and like walk around like I'm the big wig.
Now,
Um,
now, Diamond, here's a question for you. Did you listen to the episode we recorded yesterday?
no, I think it came out like a second ago.
Okay. Wait. I wonder if this is where you're going with it, Ringus. But Tommy, can you say a little bit, just say a little something for the people about why you were so excited about the latest Will Levis movie?
Why I was excited. So I don't know that I was excited. I think I expected it to be like a national controversy, and I was surprised when no one was talking about it. And even when you go like on the news or Twitter, even I think it just it already is over. Like everyone has moved on, and this is just the honest answer. Like I am concerned for my quarterback because I really, really need him to be good. The Titans did a lot of work this offseason to give him some threats to huck that ball to with his big, strong arm. And I just want to see that happen over and over again.
What I caught is he's big and strong, and you want to see him go over and over and over.
That's exactly it. And he's not going to be able to do that if he's got Gia and these videos on his mind. No, but in all seriousness, I was like, is this going to fuck with his head? Like, is he going to have to give a press release? And it's
Mm.
just been crickets, which was probably the best thing to do.
Yeah.
Now,
I will.
I would say these days the sex tape is not that interesting.
Yeah.
Do you
I
know the
think
details of how it leaked or where the video came from?
somebody got hacked. I'm
The
hoping it's not
girl.
him.
It looked like the girl's phone was hacked, is my guess. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's not him because I need a quarterback with good information security.
Okay.
He's got to have good ball security. He's got to get. He's got to.
Well,
He's got to be able to hold on to his release.
judging from the video, his ball security is top notch.
Well, I don't know if you watched. The reason everyone is hating on him is because in one of them he's in for about 30 seconds and then he releases.
The quick release time.
Yeah, and one of his
Well,
advantages.
isn't that what you want from a QB? He knows when to
Yes,
hold the ball and he knows when to throw.
exactly.
That could be good.
Yeah. So it's like it's legitimately funny because one of his strongest traits is how quickly the ball gets out of his hand. If you watch Will Levis throw, he has one of the quickest releases in the NFL. If you watch Will Levis fuck, he has one of the quickest releases in the NFL. So
Incredible.
no, but in all seriousness, I don't know. I don't want to fuck with his head. Does that answer your question?
No, but that's
Yeah,
good.
Well, how many other football fans have seen their quarterback bust a nut? Like I feel like that makes me special.
Yeah. That's definitely no. That's good. I think yes. Okay. If a sex tape was released about Jalen Hurts, I would also be like equally shocked and captivated. And it's somebody that is talked about on the radio every single day here.
Yeah.
And that would be just like a crazy thing. But we do live in this weird world where, like, unless there's a scandal, and so far there isn't, it's just like, oh, this guy recorded doing sexy things on his phone with his girlfriend who he seems to be in a nice relationship with. Like, there's no scandal. He's also, let's be honest, a very low tier quarterback as far as the league is concerned. So there's just not much of a story yet.
Yeah, the headline: low tier quarterback caught doing sex with long term girlfriend. Not the headline that's gonna really be selling a lot of newspapers.
So I think the reason it even got picked up at all is because they were the center of the drama of the rookie draft, last year's draft. Because the drama
Yeah.
is that my quarterback, my QB1, Will Levis, showed up to the first night of the draft with his influencer girlfriend, and the cameras were on them the whole time, and he never got picked. And it's like, basically, you don't go to that black tie event if you're not getting picked. So the fact that he was there was almost like he was at a party he wasn't invited to on camera. So, and it's him and that lady getting it on after they broke up, like after that event happened.
Oh.
So these videos are presumably from college.
So they're done. The two of them, they're not together.
They are not. They haven't been together for like a year and a half. So that's the other reason it's a little jacked up. I think he has a new girlfriend, so that sucks for him.
So even more bad news for Will Levis this morning.
Yeah.
Is
But I don't know. Everything seems okay. I've been watching clips of him in practice to make sure his head's straight.
what?
I'm just kidding.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know what else to say. I gotta go get ready to get to the airport. I'm gonna be even more late. So
What's your
I'm
ETA looking like? Can we get one final ETA update?
yeah, I'm gonna say I'm still 30 over to where I should be, and I think it's gonna come down to the wire. So I'm gonna try to actually speed up this process and stop recording a pod.
Beautiful. Now, have you been on the toilet this whole time?
No, but I haven't made it far. The toilet's about 6 feet away.
Okay.
I brushed my teeth and I got dressed while we were doing this.
Okay, beautiful. How much longer till you get in the car?
I haven't even packed yet.
Okay, so it's looking like you've got a rough morning ahead of you.
Well, I'm planning. The ETAs I've been giving you involve another hour of cushion, so I've got to try to take that hour, shrink it maybe into 45, and I'll be feeling a lot better.
Yeah.
Okay. What are you planning to cut?
Organizing the packing and just throw everything in a suitcase.
You're just
Reckless
dumping it
abandon.
all in the
Chuck it in.
bucket.
Throw it in there.
Uh, I'm gonna hop out of here.
All right, great talking to
Yeah.
you, Diamond.
It was
Yeah, you
good.
guys have done a great job as your manager. I'm very proud of the work that you've been putting up. KPIs are through the roof. At worst, they're just consistent with what we're used to. At
Mm.
best, it's some of the best content this pod's ever made. So, I couldn't do any of this without you guys. Have a great day. I can't wait
I
to
just
talk to
want to
y'all
make
soon.
sure the pigs' bellies are full. That's what I'm working on.
Well, you keep that content rolling.
As a very hungry pig myself, I love waking up knowing that the trough is full of slop.
And I guarantee the community appreciates the hard work. Have a great
Great.
day.
Good
All
luck,
right,
man.
safe trip,
See ya.
Diamond.
Take care.
Now, Wild, are you still there?
Yeah, I thought we were cutting out here.
No, I need to know what your ETA is.
Jeez. I was about to just push the button and jump out. ETA 805 still. I
Okay.
had to text the boss.
Are we in the parking garage yet?
No. So it's 803 right now. I still have to pull into the parking garage. I did throw the boss a text when the traffic was getting really messy, and I said, "Hey, hitting traffic, coming in 5 over," and he said, "Okay." That's it. Just a quick okay. And
Okay.
I think he likes that better. I think that it goes a little bit more smooth when I give him the heads up about the 5
You
over.
think so? I feel like my strategy would be I'm not saying jack shit to you unless I'm like a half hour late.
Yeah, that used to be my strategy, but then given the fact that he texted me last week at like 8:03, it was like I don't want that coming through.
I would just not. My strategy, I mean, you got to play it how you got to play it. But my strategy would be I would pay no respect to him doing that type of shit to me.
Yeah.
And if it's a problem, he can come talk to me directly about it. But I'm not humoring like, well, I'm 3 minutes late. I have to text you. That's too much.
No. And that's, I mean, if I'm 5 over again tomorrow, I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah.
But
I just would refuse to play the game, basically.
I do like that stance.
Yeah, let him be mad, but I don't play that way.
You don't play like that.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go. Well, now it's 8:05, and I'm pulling into the garage.
All right. Good luck today. It was a great pod. I'm glad we had Diamond on as a guest.
It was good.
I'll
glad
catch
we made
you
the
tomorrow.
Boss happy. All right.
Go make your boss happy.
Thanks, man. Peace out.